Hello everyone and welcome back to coverage of the PSGL F7 race here at Zandvoort. Third attempt, hopefully the phrase third time lucky comes to mind. So apologies for the internet connection issues tonight that I'm having with the stream. I got completely booted out of the lobby that time around, so literally nothing I could do. It actually took a while to get back into the game online and into the lobby. But we are back on lap 21. I probably missed a few important events of the race, but I'll do my best to catch up and also catch you up on what has happened. And hopefully we can get to the end of the race without any more issues. Fingers crossed anyway. Oh, my apologies. I didn't realise I had my volume on my phone when I loaded up stream. Just check everything was working. So, yeah, great to be back in the race. Luca currently leading away, Harman in second. We look at the pit stops. Yeah, so Luca's yet to stop, Bo is yet to stop. The rest of them in theory can go to the end, but with the tyres that some of them are running, they will have to stop again. Luca's probably looking to stretch his stint out, so he can do a stint on the softs. If he goes another lap or two, I think he can probably manage it, to be honest with you. So that will be his aim, and yeah, he carries on for another lap, no surprise there. Harman, slightly newer medium tyres, maybe looking at potentially grabbing the lead here, provisionally at least. And we've got Bo making a pit stop, his first of the race. He will try and go on softs now, make those last, but still a pretty big ask for now. We'll see how it goes. One thing, Rod out of the race. We saw him have a few the second time around. Unfortunately, looks like he had some rear wing damage from what I've heard and couldn't carry on, so he became a third retirement of proceedings. And we're on board now with Aston Martin, who's looking to make a move past Luca. Plenty of VRS saved. I wonder if that's comparable with what Luca's got. Yeah, so he's got more VRS available than Luca has. Not going to be close enough into turn 11. Raggy just behind them on the hard compound tyre, so I'd say all these three drivers here have probably got another stop to make, but maybe running slightly different races in terms of their exact strategy. And what we're going to see Luca peel off into the pits this time around. Yes, we are. Harman doesn't follow suit. I was going to say that wouldn't make much sense to me. Probably best wait another lap or two, and then he'll have fresher softs to attack with at the end, and he won't have to worry about conserving them at all. But Raggy right behind Harman. At this stage of proceedings, like the hard tyre will be in a better shape than the medium tyre, so expect the Williams to be very much in attack mode. Wouldn't be expecting quite so much, but Smalley's putting so much pressure on Leroy. You'd think 11 lap all mediums would have the edge, but Smalley keeping good pace with a Ferrari. Luca rejoins in P11, but he can go to the end from here now. Just looking at who else can. The Architect probably can go to the end from where he's at now, I reckon. As can Wrench, Alberto and Mosey, maybe not so much. Mosey made a bit too much of an early stop from my recollection, so that's going to be a tough one for him to do till the end of a race. Appenbeck can go to the end. He needs to clear Sick Boy though, who's on very old hard tyres. See just how much more grip Appenbeck's got at the moment. Oh, Sick Boy struggling around for grip on the exit of 13. He's going to be a sitting duck down the straight. He's not pitting yet, but surely Appenbeck's going to want to make the move. He doesn't know which way to go. He's going to go down the inside. He eventually got the room to go down the inside, and Sick Boy, despite his best efforts, so he's fighting back there. We're going to go side by side up to turn 2. I wasn't expecting that. Appenbeck's had to back out. He doesn't want to take the risk, but this is costing him time and is putting him right into the clutches of Luca, who will be in a much better position now. Appenbeck really is costing himself here. He may have to get his elbows out a bit if he can get this move done quickly, because otherwise he's going to be absolute prey to Luca behind on fresh softs, who will be flying. You'd have to say at the moment Leroy can get to the end of a race from here potentially, and is in a good position to win this race. But another safety car could very much change things. That was a big clatter of a curve there into 11 for Leroy. Smalley, I mentioned, not being an outside top four since Silverstone, but that could well change because although he's currently fourth, he's going to have another stop to make, and he's not really in a particularly strong position in that regard because he's got Harman and Raggy on similar strategies further down the road. The game didn't want to show me the race leader there. Took a while to switch on to him, but we are now on board with Luca. Still right behind Harman, like I said, he'll be on better tyres at this stage. Harman may come, I'd say Harman probably will come into the pits at the end of this lap to change on to some fresh softs. Luca has already passed Appenvet and he's going to go after Sick Boy now, and can he make much less work of it than what Appenvet did? You can see Sick Boy just hasn't got the pace at the moment on those tyres. And Luca, to be fair, is going to probably catch up quite quickly to the next group of cars as well. So Luca making really good hay on these soft tyres. He won't get Sick Boy just yet, but you get a feeling it's going to be an absolute piece of cake down the straight. As long as he gets a good exit out of turn 13, we're going to go on board with him. He'll want to get his move done quickly. Sick Boy, though, may make it easier for him. No, Sick Boy wants to defend this. It's good to see, but oh, Luca's got the inside line. He didn't actually fight the inside line too much. And can he get it done? Yes, he can, and that will probably annoy Appenvet a bit when he sees how easy Luca got past and what his struggles have been like in comparison. These top two then still running around the track. You get the feeling that these top two and Smalley are going to come into the pits very shortly. Mosey too, because I don't think there's any way Mosey's tyres are going to the end. I think he will regret that earlier stop that he made. I think he pitted around lap 7 for the lap 7 or 8 on the first stop, and considering we had a safety car as well, that was very early on. Would have been better potentially leaving it, because without that he could have been a good contention here for the race win. The top two, no, they're still carrying on. I'm not really sure about this one. Potentially, I think the softs will get into the end comfortably from here now. And look at this, Raggy gets the lead, sorry, on the beginning of lap 27. Goes around the outside of Harman, who didn't look like he fought it too hard, in all honesty. Smalley carries on as well, so they really want those fresh tyres at the end. And look at this group of 3 cars. Architect Alberto and Renshaw super close, and probably battling here for a potential podium finish, you would say, given how this race is unfolding. I just wonder if Raggy and Smalley, are they potentially going to try and get to the end on those hards? I don't see that as possible personally. Harman's definitely going to have to stop again, there's no doubt about it. Mediums will not go to the end from here, but are they just looking to extend it to the end on those hards? I can't see that working. I really can't, but I've been proven wrong in the commentary box before, probably will be many times again in the future. Let's see then Harman. You can see he's just not got the grip now on those mediums. I'm going to expect to see him peel into the pits here. No, still doesn't. I'm really confused here. I don't really understand that. I mean, maybe they don't want to lose the track position, but right now you have to say Leroy's in pole position to win this race. Still fending off Smalley, who continues to hound the back of him. Wrench had a moment. It looks like he might have done, because he's ghost on my screen. Has he lost connection maybe, potentially? Is he still ghosted? Yeah, it looks like he is. So potentially Wrench has lost connection, which will be a real shame. It's therefore lost the position to Luca, who will now go after his teammate further up the road. But that could be crucial for Wrench, one of the championship challengers to Smalley along with Raggy. And sadly, connection may have cost him. Top two going around the penultimate corner once again. Raggy used to be in this position in recent weeks. Again, they carry on for another tour. That's now 25 laps on the mediums that Harman has done. And to be fair, they don't look like he's costing him too much pace. Oh, look, it's Alberto further down the field. Goes up the inside of the Architect into turn 1 and takes P6. So he probably knows he might potentially maybe have some team orders at play and have to let Luca through. So he wanted to put another car between himself and his teammates to make that a little bit more difficult potentially. I'm fascinated by what's going on at the front of this Grand Prix. Look, that does look like worn tyres now, and you have to say, on the Aston Martin, Harman doesn't look like he's enjoying these at all. But still, he won't pit. I felt Luca's made the sensible call here. What's Harman going to do? They must be trying to get to the end now, because there's only 6 laps to go. There's no point. There'd be no point sticking this out unless they're planning to get to the end. So that must be what they're doing. But I mean, Raggy and Smalley look like they might be able to make it, but I can't see how Harman's going to make it. Those mediums look absolutely shot to pieces. As Luca goes past the Architect as well, they're still going side by side, but into turn 2. Nothing much the Architect could do. Luca up into 7th, and he's going to be absolutely flying, you have to say. He's got his teammate in front of him and a bit of a gap after that. And you have to say, with the fact that these guys are staying out and the fact their pace isn't dropping off too much, Raggy here could be on course for a 4th win in 5 races, which is quite astonishing. If he hadn't had such a poor start to the season, there's every chance that he could have really been the leader of the championship at this stage. He's still got that big deficit to Smalley there. You can see Leroy just bringing down that gap slowly. Harman is starting to struggle to keep up with the Williams in front. And here comes Luca. Let's follow this round. A battle of the 2 Haas cars. I mean, if there's teamwork going on here, the sensible thing here would Alberto would not make this difficult for Luca, and in fact he hasn't. He has given him the inside. I think he knows Luca's just quicker at this stage, and if anything, it might be worth just trying to see if he can use his teammate to drag him along to Mosey, who's a couple of seconds up the road. So Luca up to 6th, making the most of those soft tyres. He does have the fastest lap of the race. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, 1:11.7, almost a second quicker than the leading pair's fastest lap. I wouldn't say, but that's as much margin as you would have expected. I'm completely baffled. Harman's on 27 lap old mediums. Even if there'd been a safety car, from what the data was telling me, the medium tyres around here do not last that long. From my information, the medium tyres only last 20 laps. So, this makes no sense. In fact, Harman's potentially pushing for the race lead again. This is absolutely astonishing. Maybe I need my tyre data updating, because this doesn't seem right at all. Luca's continuing to chase down Mosey, gap under 2 seconds now. I just want to follow Luca because this is astonishing. These are 28 lap old medium tyres. Let's look at pit stops. Yeah, he made 2 stops, but those were both under the first safety car, which of course we were live for. He made the 2nd stop because he got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane on the 1st. Leroy is gaining, there is no question about that now. But even so, this is astonishing. Harman has only got 6 points to his name all season, is clinging on to these medium tyres in the hope that he might just be able to get a podium finish, but he has lost DRS. Now that is crucial. That's a sign that he really is starting to struggle now. Raggy though, looking pretty good for the win as Leroy continues to chase him down. Guessing a tyre wedge isn't what they expected here. Soon Leroy and Smalley will bid to see the two cars in front. Harman, though, again through the lap, is just keeping up with Raggy. I'm not sure how. Wrench and Bow further down have fought, and Bow is past Wrench, so I think any faint hopes Wrench had of beating the championship hunter going after this one. No points for him as it stands, and already a sizable margin, I think 42 points behind. That's a huge chunk of curb for Harman, who is without a shadow of a doubt not going to have DRS on this occasion. And I just wonder, are those tyres just starting to cry enough? Oh, we've got a battle further down. Looks like Sick Boy has lost a... Appenvet's lost a place to Sick Boy. Has Sick Boy got some damage? I wonder. It doesn't look like it. He got a penalty that I saw, but he's going to fight back here against Appenvet. Appenvet got the overtake done, but he's now going to not have the DRS, and, well, I think Sick Boy backed out the throttle there. That was all a bit strange, to be honest. Sick Boy backs out the throttle and decides not to overtake. Smalley still on course for that top four finish. Oh, that's a huge moment. How turned in while he was on the grass, and just about managed to keep things under control. Luca now right behind Mosey. Seen a bit of lag. Nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Just hoping this stream that carries on till the end, and that'll be fantastic, because we have got some potential late battles brewing here, which are going to be very, very exciting. And this is one of them. The battle between the two Alfa Romeos and the two Haas cars are all super close together. And this could be an opportunity for Luca here to get past Mosey. He's got a great run out the final corner using DRS. I don't think Mosey has got much to fight this with, and he hasn't. Luca up the inside into turn one. He's got to move done before the braking zone. P5 in the bag for Luca. Oh, and Alberto's gone. Alberto's gone for a spin further down, and that's cost him positions down to P8, and he's just going to recover in front of a dueling Ferrari and Mercedes behind. We've got a yellow flag. Raggy's out of race. Raggy's had a crash. Where is that? Is that turn 6? I wonder. Yeah, he's gone off at turn 6, and Raggy on those hard tyres is out. And his run of podium finishes, including 3 wins, is over, and the race leader is out. And that now means we've got to fight for the lead, because Harman on these really old medium tyres has got literally no grip left. There's no way he's going to be able to fight this off. Surely Leroy's got every opportunity here to take this race win. Look how much Harman's struggling. He can't get the power down. This should be a simple move once the DRS is open. Harman cannot fight this, you wouldn't think. Leroy goes into the lead and has got the high ground into turn 1. Harman tries to hang it around the outside, but he just has not got the tyre grip. Leroy takes the lead on the final lap of the race, and against all odds, looks like he's going to win here in the Netherlands. Smalley now looking to get P2, which didn't look likely at all about 20 laps ago. Oh, look at that, how much Harman is struggling for grip. Oh, he's felt the need to go defensive, Harman, but Smalley might just have a superior grip around the outside, which then turns to the inside. It might have been a mistake doing that from Harman. It is. Look at that, he's got no tyre grip left at all when Smalley takes P2. Harman's going to try and fight it back, though. No, it's not worth it. He's probably best just trying to hang on now to that podium finish. But Leroy has made the strategy work perfectly for him. He's got a red light on his fuel, though. So hopefully that's nothing too much to worry about. He comes around the final corner, and Leroy is going to win the Dutch Grand Prix here in F7. He takes the win. Smalley second. Harman miraculously hangs on for a podium. Luca 4 for 2 Alfa Romeos. Mosey and Architect line Stern 5th and 6th. Appenvet in 7th. Alberto crosses the line 8th, but does have a 5-second penalty, which added to his race time, which I believe will drop him down to 9th. So Sick Boy will be 8th, Alberto 9th, and Bo will take the final point in 10th. And I think Wrench actually retired from the race in the end. So wow, crazy ending to the race. It's a real shame that I couldn't bring all the race to you, but we had that gap of about 10 laps due to some connection troubles. But what a race in the end, and Leroy takes the win after late drama. Saw Raggy crash into the wall on the exit of turn 6, or probably at the midpoint of turn 6 I should say. If I had to guess, I would say he probably got onto the curb, the apex curb, but probably won't find out until he gives his view of proceedings. Smalley second then, and Harmon on 31 lap old mediums hanging on for third. Quite miraculous, really, you have to say. I mean, there you go, there's a finishing order. Luca from 14th to 4th deserves credit as well. He really, I would say, nailed that strategy in the end. Two Alfa Romeos picking up some good points. They haven't had the best of seasons in F7 Alfa Romeo, so that'll be a good result for them. Appen Vets, again, massive thank you for him stepping in as host, taking 7th, and then Sick Boy, I believe, will be promoted to 8th with Alberto 9th and Bo 10th. A driver of, I like to give a driver of the day. My driver of the day today is pretty simple actually. It's for me, it's got to be Harmon at his home Grand Prix, as you can see there as well, hanging on to a podium in the Aston Martin on tyres that should not have been in a good state with the amount of time he did on them. You've got to say that was incredible from him to hang on to the podium and not get a puncture under those circumstances. So Harmon will be my driver of the day, and a very well deserved podium for him. And despite, I mean, Smalley didn't win the race, but despite that he gets second place, and due to the troubles of Raggy and Wrench, Smalley just continues to stamp his authority on this championship, and that's a comfortable, really even more comfortable championship lead for him now. We head to Brazil next week. Hopefully you can join us for that. Be sure to keep tuned in to PSGL this evening, as we've got plenty more racing coming up, including the top PS tier, which is underway now, so be sure to check that out if you're not already. Well, my name's been Jake. Be sure to check out Grid Rival as well, who sponsored this race. If you want to join the PSGL League on Grid Rival, click the affiliate link in the description below. Until next week, though, I've been Jake, and I'll see you next time out in F7 for Brazil. Goodbye.